Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Welcome to the Talking with the Experts Online Business Summit.
Hello and welcome to the May 2025 Talking with the Experts Online Business Summit, where innovative business owners and industry leaders come together to share insights and their strategies and some success stories. This online event is designed for entrepreneurs who are eager to learn, connect and grow their businesses. Whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur or just starting out, this summit offers a wealth of knowledge from experts across various industries. Gain actionable strategies, discover the latest business trends, and learn how to overcome challenges in today's dynamic marketplace. My next guest is Kim Rozdeba. Now, Kim is going to be talking with us about LOYALNOMICS and how to build a profitable brand that customers love. Now, Kim is a strategic branding expert and a force behind some of the most iconic Fortune 500 brands. With over 3 decades of experience, Kim has honed his skills in strategic planning, branding, and executing multi-million-dollar advertising and marketing campaigns, PR, and corporate communications. His expertise spans various industries, including agriculture, pharmaceuticals, petroleum, airlines, fast food, telecommunications, and automotive. My goodness, what a range. His first book, Branding Queens, Discover Branding Secrets from 20 Incredible Women Who Build Global Brand Dynasties, has met with great acclaim. It introduced the concept of the 5 C's of branding and explored the nuances of brand building throughout history. His latest award-winning book, LOYALNOMICS, The Power of Branding, is a testament to his deep understanding of branding and its power to drive customer loyalty. Today, Kim lives with his wife in Calgary, Canada, and has 3 adult children. Kim, are you there?
I am here. And it's
Wonderful.
great to see you, Rose. I haven't seen you in a long time.
It's been a while. It has been a while. What have you been up to other than
Well,
writing
I wrote
books?
I wrote my second book.
I think we were discussing that last time that you were on the podcast, and I think it was a thought, and it wasn't actually coming to fruition. But congratulations!
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So today you're going to be sharing with us a roadmap for entrepreneurs of any size company to take their brand story to the next level, and you're going to share with us some real life examples and provide some tools and tips. So tell me a little bit about how to build a human-centric brand, Kim.
So I have a PowerPoint if you want me to share.
Absolutely. I would love you to share that.
Because I mean, communications is not just words. Communications comes in many different forms. So what I want to do is walk you through the 5 C's, which is how I've built an understanding of what a brand is. But I really want to start with talking about what is a brand first. So if you allow me, I will share my screen, my presentation. And I know I'm only got like 30 minutes. So that was the other thing that just freaked me out. So I wanted to make sure that I covered as much as possible to give your audience as much tools and understanding of how to build a brand so that they weren't going to go away shorthanded. So let me just share here and go here and go here. Okay, so can you see my screen?
I can do, yes.
Great. And you can still see me, which is
I
good.
can still
And
see you.
Okay, good. So before I start, and I don't know, I didn't hear you at the beginning, but in Canada, our Indigenous, we always try to, whenever we start any presentation, we acknowledge the traditional lands. And the area where I live in is Territory 7 region of southern Alberta, Canada. And I also live in the city of Calgary, where it is home to the Métis Nation of Alberta. So I just wanted to bring that to the attention because I know a lot of your audience lives in areas where the indigenous people are an important element to everything that we do. It is their land that we actually reside on. And so we acknowledge that as well.
Thank you for doing that. Thank you so much for that.
No, thank you. So I'm happy to be here. What I'm trying to do here is pack 30 years of experience into 30 minutes. And what I'm hoping to do is equip um, your listeners with key branding strategies from my book, LOYALNOMICS, The Power of Branding. And thank you for the introduction. They have this context now of both of the books. So I think what's really important to start with is what is a brand? A lot of people think brands are just a logo or a product. And they are perceptions and actual emotional connections, is what a brand is. Brands live in consumers' minds, influenced by their experiences and emotions. So, understanding that, I came up with my definition of a brand. My definition of a brand isn't about what it says or does, but how it makes customers feel. So, emotional impact is achieved through consistent touch points. These touch points shape perceptions and experiences. So, what I'm hoping to do here is share my 5 branding principles to help you better understand, to become a better brand builder. I'm going to focus on strategy rather than tactics. Branding isn't about fixing a product's flaws, it's about creating memorable experiences. Branding is much bigger than marketing. And I'm going to repeat that. Branding is much bigger than just marketing. A lot of people think it's the same thing. So what I'm going to do in this next 25 minutes is examine the 5 C's individually. The why, which is the brand commitment, the what, the brand construct, the who, brand community, the where, brand content, and the how, brand consistency. These are the foundational principles in building a remarkable brand experience. So the why, brand commitment. A brand's commitment captures its purpose for being. It includes its aspirational vision and its core values, which guides its impact on customers, employees, and society. People buy your why. Brands like Apple articulate a compelling purpose beyond their product technical attributes. Apple seeks to inspire creativity and enrich people's lives. It's not about gigabytes, processors, RAMs, pixels, or resolutions. The why is your brand's purpose, vision, and promise. It's the reason for existing beyond pure profits. Coca-Cola builds loyalty by connecting emotionally through its core values of making people happy. Storytelling helps convey your brand's why. A caring brand like Tom's Shoes aligns brand advocacy with social purpose. It engages customers more deeply than just selling shoes. Commit to values that resonate with your audience to foster community involvement and loyalty. Patagonia commits to environmental sustainability first. Its products follow that commitment. It integrates eco-friendly practices to its operations, products, and brand DNA. The what? Brand construct. Brand construct involves a cohesive image using various signals to create recognition. It includes physical, sensory, and emotional signals. A brand's name is integral to that identity. It shapes how the brand is perceived and remembered. It may reflect the founder, describe the product, could be just a word or an acronym, or evoke imagery or experience. It should be memorable, universal, unique, easy to pronounce, trademarkable, and versatile, especially in a digital world. Engaging multi-senses establishes a powerful brand presence. It involves sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell, combined with tonality and personality traits. Most brands think of only sight. Sound and scent strengthens emotional ties, enhancing brand identity. Examples: Hugo Boss, with its signature scent as you walk into their store. Intel, Netflix uses their distinctive Sonic logo featured in their commercials. The next time you go to a mall, smell your way around. You'll be surprised to notice that there are different scents as you go into different stores. And there's a reason. Tonality impacts a brand's emotional essence. Even negative emotions can be a strong motivator, which is why negative election advertising works. Google evokes friendliness, reliability, and eagerness to improve. Dove's beauty brand celebrates diversity and self-confidence, fostering a sense of belonging and empowerment. Coca-Cola channels joy and happiness through its identity. An example I want to use today is Liquid Death, founded by Mike Cereal. Mike used to be a creative director in an advertising agency. He transformed bottled water into an edgy cultural sensation. He conceived the idea at a punk rock music festival where he saw the musicians drinking water from Red Bull cans. Drinking water from plastic bottles isn't cool. He designed the brand name and image to be internationally provocative, aimed to murder your thirst. He launched the brand. To launch the brand, he created a viral video. At this point, he didn't even have a product to sell. He quickly discovered that no manufacturer could produce canned water in the United States. He found a producer in Austria in the Alps, 6,000 miles away from his market. There was no distribution system. He had no distribution system whatsoever set up. He sold a 12-pack for $20 on Amazon. That was the only way he could actually get to his customers. And he sold out. The brand was first built before the product. The brand personality leveraged humor, irreverence, and grossness. He also tapped into environmental concerns as canned water is more sustainable than plastic bottles. Challenging conventional branding norms, he built a cool brand that has become a billion-dollar business. The Who, brand community. Brand community isn't just about customers. It's a network aligned with the brand's vision and values, including employees, partners, suppliers, brand champions, influencers, and advocates. Empowered employees as brand ambassadors do drive positive brand perception and engagement. For example, Starbucks and Zapo spends a great deal of time training their employees and empowering them. In actual fact, Starbucks will close for a whole entire day so that all of their employees get training together. And I think they do that at least once a year. The goal is to ensure alignment with brand values for a memorable customer experience. I always say, happy employees make happy customers. So, understanding customers' demographic is key, including factors like age, gender, status, psychological behavior. Millennials and Gen Z prefer digital and mobile solutions. No surprise. Boomers often prefer tactile experiences, such as reading physical books and newspapers. Also, remember that 50% of wealth currently resides with the boomers. And as we get older, our sensory perceptors, smell, vision, touch, hearing, and taste, become impaired. So, larger font size, more volume in sound, all of these things become more important. So, you get the picture. Customer life cycle. There is a natural progression from infancy to old age. However, stages of life vary based on culture and individual circumstances. You need to know who and where your brand fits within these stages. So I thought I would share an example here that is closer to home for some of you, which is uh, Bond's underwear, established in 1915 by George Bond and remains the number one brand in Australia. Bonds has consistently succeeded over the last 110 years by understanding their diverse customers' needs. Well, I've never worn my dad's underwear brand. I have worn Bonds. They celebrate diversity by showcasing their products using real people of all shapes, sizes, ethnicity, and ages. They have the right product for the right customer, where comfort is paramount. George Bond famously said, "We don't work for each other, we work with each other," highlighting his conviction to his to his employees and community, which is just as important as his customers. Recently, Bonds launched its brand in the United States with its Made for Down Under campaign. I thought that was kind of cheeky and funny. A playful and bold showcase of its distinctive Australian spirit. So, whether you're a true blue Aussie or just a squid, Bond has your backside covered. Oh, a little humor. Or tried to be humorous. Now let's talk about where, brand content. A brand content embodies its various expressions and engagements. It encompasses marketing, advertising, digital, PR, social media, and leadership. I remember the day that we only had the red dot channels. Now we have doubled that number, and they're still growing. Brand content is about crafting its public narrative and digital footprint. We have a plethora of media channels today, which continues to grow. Obviously, it includes TV, radio, print, and numerous digital platforms. Choose channels that fit your audience and your budget. Craft relevant and creative content to maximize engagement. The key is creative. Over 60% of the loyalty impact is based on how engaging the creative is. If the creative sucks, you wasted a lot of time and money. Just as Jaguar, who recently rebranded, failed. So be strategic and don't try to boil the ocean. Public relation and word of social or word of mouth are invaluable for visibility and reputation. You can achieve visibility without a considerable investment. Well, the media placement is free. You must invest resources to get somebody else to talk about your brand. What I mean by that is that you have to spend time to build relationships and to get those influencers out there to actually talk about your products or reporters. Positive PR experience foster organic and trusted endorsements. And if Oprah Winfrey endorses your brand, you've made it for life. My example here is Red Bull, which built an iconic brand identity through diverse media channels. They focused on events, sponsorships, public relations, and media properties. The Red Bull Give You Wings slogan conveys energy and endurance based on caffeine. No surprise, they aligned with extreme sports and adrenaline-filled experiences. They also created their own events, such as the Red Bull Flugtag and the Red Bull Air Race, to enforce their high-energy image. They brilliantly created the Red Bull Media House, which produces brand-centric content, and a lot of it. They also engage directly with customers through social media and various digital platforms. Red Bull has solidified its image as more than just an energy drink. It is a lifestyle symbol synonymous with action in extreme sports. Finally, the how. Brand consistency. Brand consistency unites all of its facets, reinforcing its identity and promises. Without consistency, your commitment won't be clear. Your brand personality will be confusing. Your community won't be defined, and your content will be all over the map. Ensuring uniform perception across all customer touchpoints is critical. So, how do you do this? Well, you ensure consistent brand health with a balance of innovation and infrastructure. Empower employees through structured programs, training, policies, and guidelines. Define rules, boundaries, and regulations. Use your way to guide all of your customers' main decisions. Make sure to protect your trademarks and continuously monitor your brand metrics and customer experiences so you can adjust and respond where necessary. Disney is a great example. They're an expert in creating a magical and seamless guest experience. It just doesn't happen by chance. Everything is meticulously planned and executed. To determine where they put the trash cans across Disney theme parks, Walt Disney handed out a wrapped candy to all the customers that came in to see how far they would go before discarding the wrapper. This determined how far the trash cans should be placed around the park. Innovation infrastructure supports seamless experiences. Disney theme park is technically on the second floor. This is there is a vast network of there is a vast network of utility corridors lying beneath it, allowing Disney employees to move unseen. So you'll never see a character out of place. You won't see a maintenance person or supplies being carried across the park. You will only see the magic. The trash goes straight down to the first floor and it gets sorted for recycling. They've been doing this well before recycling became a thing. Their commitment is supported by employee training program. They call it the Disney University, and policies create a consistent and magical customer experience. They continuously monitor and refine offers to meet customers' needs, and they continue to look at customer feedback to maintain their healthy brand. Overall, Disney's brand weaves magic through innovative design, execution, and vigorous attention to detail. So, your brand is the red thread that ties your organization together. It's why your brand exists. It's the promise you deliver to your customers, including suppliers, employees, and stakeholders. The 5 C's of branding is the blueprint to building a brand. You decide what type of brand you want to develop. If you don't, no worries. Your customer will define it for you. But it's better to drive your brand's future. Ideally, you will drive it with your customer in the same bus. So, your ultimate goal is to create a community of passionate ambassadors and loyal customers. Here are 5 questions to help you start your branding journey today. The first one is, how do you want your customer to feel about your brand? What is the feeling that you want to leave them every time they touch your brand? What would be said at its eulogy if your brand died tomorrow? What would they say? Would they miss it? What other senses can you use to build your brand beyond sight? Sight is default. Are you using any other senses that we have that are actually richer from an emotional perspective? What are your customers? Where are your customers in their life cycle? And how can you help them get through that period beyond what your product's doing? And what infrastructure is in place to ensure your brand promise every day, every place, every hour? So that's the journey, a fast branding journey that we've gone through. Looking at the time, that was 23 minutes. We've only just scratched the surface. Uh, if you want more to know more about branding, my book, LOYALNOMICS, The Power of Branding, contains 12 hours on the topic if you listen to the audio version. And it's been a pleasure sharing my 30 years of experience with you. So I'm going to stop. So if there's any questions that you have, Rose, I'd love to answer them.
Well, Kim, that was an absolutely ripper presentation. I have never, ever heard of branding being presented in that way that is so easy to understand and a step-by-step process that it was unbelievable. I thank you so much for sharing that in such great detail and so easy to, and so easily understood.
Well, I did that, Rose, because I I can go down rabbit holes so easy because the topic, like I have 30 years of knowledge and information and experience and examples. I could spend a whole hour just talking about one company and how it's, traveled. So I came to this thinking that I really do have to be focused. And if I really want to share the overall concept anyways, uh, and hopefully get people excited that they want to buy the book and find out the rest of the information.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, if you want to work with Kim or find out more about his book or what he has to offer, you can find him on Facebook at Rozdeba Brand, on LinkedIn at Derek Rozdeba, and his website rozdeba.com. And obviously, he wants to promote his book, so please tell me where people can find it and the 12 hours of the audio book. What's in it?
So it's the audio version of it. It's on Audible, Amazon. It's also on Amazon as well. Check some of the through Ingram Sparks. I've also distribute through there, so there could be some bookstores that can actually get it in as well. But Amazon is the probably the first place to start.
Absolutely. Kim, thank you again for joining me. It was lovely to see you again. You're always such a pleasure to have on. And good luck with book sales and anything that you have going on in the future.
Thank you very much, Rose. It was a pleasure being here with you. And congratulations with this epic day, the summit. I mean, you've got 20 incredible people that you're going to be talking to. So I wish it's 7:30 p.m. my time. So I'll be going to bed sooner before you guys finish. So enjoy it.
Wonderful. Lovely. Thank you so
Thank you.
much again. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
That was Kim Rozdeba. My goodness, as I said whilst he was there, that I've never heard branding explained in such detail but so easy to understand. I really do thank you for coming on today.
Thank you for joining us at the Talking with the Experts Online Business Summit with your host, Rose Davidson. We hope you found the insights and strategies shared by our esteemed presenter valuable. Remember, your journey to success doesn't end here. Keep applying what you've learned, stay connected with our community, and continue to push the boundaries of your business. Until next time, keep thriving and striving for excellence. Goodbye, and see you at our next summit.